very dark. Ah, no, it's not. Hello. I got the reversal from Zoom, which I usually use, so I'm like pointing at a wall when I don't mean to. Hello, world. My name is Deb Halfrich. It is June 20th, 2020. And this is just a complete improv response to having watched Hannah Gadsby's Douglas yesterday. My big brain was on it all night. So why is the camera? I don't understand where the cameras go. The cameras are all out. This is Abby. But I do want to not be. That's better. Hannah, this is an improv kind of table read scenario. Turns out we are midlife autistic soulmate sisters. Except I got adult onset autism. I explained a little bit about my childhood, but not much. I don't think we'd be able to find anybody come on camera and say, "Oh yeah, she was." I don't think they would. But I didn't say anything. That's how come. That's how come nobody remembered what I said, because I chose to stay completely silent from first grade. You know, you got your stories about things. Let me tell you the story about learning to read. I mean, I have been reading for years. One time the teacher tried to tell me. And I remember I opened up the reading book and I found the biggest word, and it was helicopter. And I was like, at the time, I'm pretty certain I was already reading. Somewhere in grade school, I hit 12. In most of the standardized tests, I was past 12th grade before I hit 5. Not a damn person cared. Nobody helped me try to do things with my brain. I'm asking you, Hannah, to help me do things with my brain, because I'm gonna refute you on this vaccination shit you're pulling. Unintentionally. It's a blind spot. It's a paradigm. And basically, I can't even imagine that you can't see it. It's so obvious to me. And it's so not obvious to anyone. And you are crazy smart. And we can do the art history thing. Let me wait till I tell you how Andy Warhol demolishes racism. But I got loads of those. What I do want to talk about is being an anti-vaxxer. Proud. Ooh, if I had a flag, it'd be anti-vax. Now, I don't align with any movement, so I had to invent the concept that there might be a flag and put it into pride. Because I don't know what is getting all of the ire of the pro-vaxxers up so much. That's what I don't understand first and foremost. Because see, being pro-vax is being that asshole doctor in your skit. You're taking the truth as told to you by pharmaceutical companies whose profits are their concern. See, I can tell you in one word. It's a hyphenated word. I'm a philosopher, so you the words, and I like to hyphenate to be precise. Okay, I'm gonna come at you with one word. Why I consider myself an anti-vaxxer. I'm not part of the movement, but I consider myself willing to spend as much money as possible to find out why it seems as though kids are getting autism around the time of getting vaccinated. This is such an important question. Why are so many people so mad about it? Because profits are at stake. Nobody that I know, and again, I'm spending a lot of time understanding what the why y'all so up in arms, but I do not believe that any anti-vaxxer is calling for no kids to get vaccinated. They are saying that there are certain kids at risk, and it would only be, of course, the parents of the kids at risk who would have the time to go advocate. Let's just not give kids autism. the reason why there's still a very strong valid hypothesis that must be researched can be described in one word, hyphenated. Interoperability. I was a software consultant. I ran payroll. I made the IRS pleased. I got a rigorous analytical mind, and I'm not taking shit from the patriarchy in any way, shape, or form. Science and math are dead to me when I'm in my well-being philosophy style. I could kill them, math and science, right now. Philosophy is more important right now. So interoperability. Let's make sure I have addressed this vaccination thing, what I am calling for and why I am anti-vaccination. First of all, personal story. Dog park kind of story. My dog, 10-year-old American Eskimo, has had a vaccine reaction documented by a licensed veterinarian. I don't know why I was trying to make that a complex statement, but what I was trying to do is figure out some nice way to say that for decades, the man is close to retirement. Documented that my dog had a reaction, not to rabies specifically, but to one of the associated ones that come along with it. Face blew up, tiny little 18-pound dog. She's 10 years old. Didn't happen before, didn't happen after. Just that one time when she got a vaccine. And again, I'm not even going to remember, I'm not going to say that it's one of the associated ones, the next level beyond the rabies. That next level of the 3 to 5 you must have. Because we titered her and she didn't have immunity. And so, again, there's this thing, you get tighter to actually check out. So, had a reaction. I have a lived experience of a vaccine reaction to a dog, so there's no, and the timing, I mean, it took 20 minutes. I left the vets, stopped at the library, got back in the library, kissed my dog. What's happened to her? Took her back to the vets. The vaccine was the only causality to my dog's reaction. When we throw around all of this herd immunity and this, all of these do it for the team, how'd that get past you, Hannah? It's because the whitewashing, patriarchy washing, penis washing, penis washing. What I'm inventing for you here. That was an invention, but let me tell you what, I'm so smart. I get to be the girl. I get to be the little redheaded girl that gives Sigmund Freud vagina envy. I know what the subconscious is. I can explain it. This, my capacity to say, hey, I'm going to audition for stand-up role, to be the second practitioner of a genre has really not yet been tied in, as in we haven't gotten life coach certification or anything like that. But I think it's Socratic Monologue. I think philosophy is a powerful genre. And I'm going to be the first one out in the gate on that. So there's a lot of money there. We need to do more research. I am anti-vaccination because we need to do more research, understanding what is happening to our young kids when they seem perfectly normal. And then in the vicinity of a vaccination, a range of relatively similar, I mean, humans are complex and what parents notice are different. You don't have to doubt that each individual vaccine, they're safe, so they're fine, yes. But who's doing the research to make sure that the fact that you get 3 or 4 vaccines together, you put those 3 and 4 vaccines together, who's doing the research? Who's paying to make sure that there isn't too much of something if you do 3 vaccines at once? The adjuvants that make it so that the vaccine takes. Maybe there's a threshold there. Or there's ingredients from different companies that don't work. And somebody's on live. How about that? Do I know you? You're just a random bot. If I know you, I might be able to see you in the chat. Because maybe somebody got a notification. I'm sitting here doing an improv to Hannah Gadsby. I just watched Douglas yesterday. I'm talking about being an anti-vaxxer, so maybe, I don't know, powers that you got a sniffer on or something. I don't think machine learning is that good. We need to do more research on vaccines for the kids' sake. Kids' lives are at stake. And we're dealing with companies, pharmaceutical companies, who have proprietary trademarks on these products. And they're not putting them all together necessarily robustly, constantly. Always every little change, making sure that we're not somehow tipping a certain set of kids. So again, it does not 100% of kids. Does that mean that we just drop the case? There's 3 tiers of kids who are sick enough and have all these coalition of matrix of health challenges and age and this and that and the other thing. So it's worth being I need more data on vaccination, and the reason, I mean, really the pro-vax people are very much the people who you spend the rest of your time and career outing. It's such a lesson, I believe, Hannah. If you and I could maybe, do a 2-woman show. Take that. Gotta get a third, right? Your fanny's out. That's all I'm saying. Maybe the American fanny, but you fanny's front. We had to do the 3 women thing. No, 2-woman show to really talk this through, like intellectually. So again, I would like you to help me become the second practitioner of your kind of, I actually call it stand-up philosophy. And, or maybe then that makes you the second practitioner of my job description. We don't care for a second, right? It's about both of us being able to have our voices. Anything else I can say right now? So the anti-vax it's really it's the big one, and I actually made this a lot more friendly than it has happened in my mind. I'm really fucking pissed at you. But that's what happens, and you feel your feelings. I felt them and I did them, and the material was good enough that I didn't need to give you my feelings. I need to hurt you. There's a place to hurt trespassers, right? And the trespassers here are so you come with this doctor. So the second, so I have in my paperwork that my dog had a vaccine reaction. There's a local vet here, made me cry. Well, I don't cry. Made me shake like a whippet. Shoes off. Girl, I got powers. It's actually, I am an elder savant. We'll pull a focus in here. This is the material we came out the I'm an elder savant. So all that is basically, we're going to get rid of the idiot part of that whole thing. But it's somebody with hyper memory capacity in various different ways, right? But for me, it's like things that are salient to me or that are just there, and I can start improving, and I'm doing stream of consciousness. So I might struggle to actually have a polished performance like yours. Like that can be your part of the whatever this thing is that you and I get to do because we autistic. And old ladies, old white women with all kinds of privilege. So we about to use our privilege and all the hurt that we lived through to stop humans hurting other humans. A lot of all categories, right? All of our unique little things. Girl, it hasn't come up yet. Lost 150 pounds in the last 15 months since I turned 50. So all my thinking and my elder savanting and my improv is happening in my physical body too. I got stuff to say about the brain-body synchrony, synergy. How one's not working well, the other one's not working well either. They have to be working in parallel processing. And now we're coming up, I think, yes, 16 minutes. We'll keep this under 20 here from my first audition with Ms. Hannah Gadsby. My day after watching Douglas, having done a whole bunch of really great material because you pissed me off about. No, you didn't piss me off. What pissed me off was that you couldn't see the similarities in your vaccine stance to the morphed your approach to trusting somebody about vaccines, especially pharmaceutical corporations. Oh, right, because the one other logical argument that would come in if I had like a table reading and improving, it had this right up at front. A lot of the reason polio, and again, nothing's absolute, right? The polio vaccine is not 100% responsible for the decline in polio. The environmental sterilization that has happened in the same period of time is what eradicated polio. Virus is just out there in the world, girl. You should know this now. We are their transmitters. Viruses can't hurt us unless we transmit them. So what that means to me is essentially the environment is more important than any of us let on. And that's kind of what my problem with vaccines are. The environment that you might be getting 3 or 4 or 5 at the same time, and then might be literally just the wrong week in a cycle of recovering from the flu that you've gotten the vaccine. There are so many more variables, really scientifically strong variables about vaccines that could account for the corollary with autism in young children. And who's paid to get a real seriously smart woman like you on their side? Tuberculosis has come back, some other things. If you think about it, you'll see the environmental variable. More than whether the humans are vaccinated. Okay, once again, we still got plenty of herd immunity on these things. What is everyone? It doesn't really work that well. It doesn't work until you're like nearly gone. Is pretty much what herd immunity like. And again, herd immunity, if you look at any of the statistics on any of the drug trials, we're talking like, batting averages. We're not talking about 100%. We're not talking anywhere close. No drug has as much efficacy as people go around shouting that it does. Just get into the numbers. The efficacies are marginal. They're profit marginal, whatever that means in statistics. But that means that many, the other 40%, if it works for 60% of the people, it can not only not work for 40%, but it might actually be harmful for 15%. That's what all of these pamphlets and stuff that come with it, every single pill. Vaccines are pills. I mean, I know they're not, they're shots, but they're pills, shots and pills. People, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people are paid to create a market for those things. And how it's been done is through hate. And the anti-vaccine, the pro-vaxxers, These are the people that I can't believe you don't hate. You step around this, step into the skeptics, step into the fact that I'm willing to talk about anything. I think I'm actually more fearless than you. You had to go first because I was sick. But I'm really, I got hit my 20 minutes. I just saw 2020. All right. That was that. Great talking to you, Hannah. This is Deb Helfrich. Find me on LinkedIn or Twitter @InsightsOccur. Love you.